Hello students, so today's point of discussion is temperature dependence of reaction rates. Now remember, temperature has vital importance on rate of reaction. Remember, if same reaction is carried out at two different temperatures, then the rate of reaction recorded will be different for sure. Now this clearly suggests that the rate of reaction depends on temperature. Now, for example, consider the combustion of fuel. Fuel remains inert at room temperature. We know very well that fuel remains inert at room temperature but undergo combustion rapidly, at high temperature. So from this example we can come to know that the temperature affect the combustion of what fuel. Another best example can be given from day-to-day life is the spoilage of food. We know very well that at high temperatures food undergoes spoilage rapidly, while if we freeze the food then it remain long lasting. So from these things we come to know that temperature has serious effect on reaction rates. Now we know very well with increase in temperature kinetic energy of molecules increases. So kinetic energy is proportional to the temperature. As temperature increases, then kinetic energy of reacting molecule goes on increasing. Another very important thing, according to collision theory, in a binary reaction, only fruitful collisions may lead to the completion of reaction. So what is the criteria for fruitful collision? Remember, colliding molecules must have proper orientation. So this is very first thing, colliding molecules must be properly oriented, and second very important thing is they must contain minimum kinetic energy. They must have minimum kinetic energy which is just equal to the activation energy of the reaction. So in case if molecules do have the minimum kinetic energy which is just equal to the activation energy, and that too with the proper orientation, if collision takes place, then and only then the reaction seems to get occur in forward direction. I mean reaction will go for completion according to collision theory. Now if same reaction is conducted at two different temperature, then what happens with the varies in temperature? If we plot the fraction of molecules with given kinetic energy versus the kinetic energy at two different temperature for the same reaction like this. So now consider this is for fraction of molecules with given kinetic energy. When we plot this versus kinetic energy at two different temperatures, now say at temperature T1, then plot can be shown as, now if same reaction is conducted at another temperature T2, then the curve goes like this. Say this is the temperature T2. Now this shaded area which is nothing but which shows activation energy, shaded area means this much remains same at T1 and T2 no matter. But what differs at higher temperature, the fraction of number of molecules colliding with proper orientation and that too with the minimum kinetic energy is greater at higher temperature than that in lower temperature. I mean at temperature T2 the number of fruitful collision is greater. Thus, the reaction rate is higher for sure, no doubt. So, greater the number of molecules colliding with proper orientation and sufficient energy, greater will be the reaction rate. So, this is very important thing. So, we may say that at higher temperature, rate of reaction is higher. Why? Because the fraction of number of reactant molecules colliding with proper orientation and with the sufficient kinetic energy is greater. Now, very important thing is the Arrhenius equation. Now, Arrhenius came to the conclusion on doing some sort of experiment. So, after experimental observation, observation lead to the suggestion. I mean, Arrhenius suggested, given relationship between energy of activation and then rate constant and temperature. So he noted, I mean Arrhenius noted that when we plot ln k versus reciprocal of temperature, then a straight line obtained. From this he came to the conclusion that the ln k varies linearly with reciprocal of temperature. So he noticed that ln k varies linearly with reciprocal of temperature. So when we plot ln k, where k is the rate constant, versus reciprocal of the temperature like this, then a straight line obtained like this. Now the mathematical expression given by Arrhenius. So mathematical expression is what? ln k is equal to ln A minus Ea upon RT. This is supposed to be 1. So this is the one form of Arrhenius equation, which can also be given as log base 10 k is equal to log base 10 A minus Ea upon 2.303 RT. This is supposed to be 2. It is another form of Arrhenius equation. If we take antilog on both sides of equation 1, so by taking antilog on both sides of equation 1, we get what? K equals to A into e to the power minus Ea by RT. It is another form of Arrhenius equation. So from this we came to the conclusion that, remember, here A is the frequency factor and it is directly proportional to the frequency of collision. Remember, A is directly proportional to frequency of collision of reacting molecules, and the product A into e to the power minus Ea by RT give the rate of successful collision. I mean this. So remember, A into e to the power minus Ea by RT gives successful collision. I mean the collision that lead to the reaction is said to be successful collision, and collision is said to be successful only when the reactant molecules are colliding in proper orientation, and that too containing what? The sufficient kinetic energy. And again, one thing to be noted, according to Arrhenius, activation energy is inversely proportional to the rate of reaction. So what it means? It means that the reactions with appreciable rates have low values of activation energy. And remember, reactions having slow rate must possess high activation energy values. So this is the conclusion of Arrhenius, and Arrhenius equation clearly shows the relationship between activation energy, rate constant and temperature. Now very important thing, Arrhenius equation and temperature variation. Now we know very well that Arrhenius equation is log base 10 K equals to log base 10 A minus EA upon 2.303 RT. So this is Arrhenius equation, and remember, A and EA, these are the Arrhenius parameters which are independent of temperature. I mean, frequency factor A and EA do not depend on temperature, and these are called Arrhenius parameters. Now let K1 and K2 are rate constants at T1 and T2. These are supposed to be the temperature. Then for K1, one can give log base 10 K1 is equal to log base 10 A minus EA upon 2.303 RT1. This is supposed to be 1. Now for K2, this can be given as log base 10 K2 equals to log base 10A minus EA upon 2.303 RT2. This is supposed to be 2. Now when we subtract equation 1 from 2, so by subtracting equation 1 from equation 2, we get. So what will be the result then? Log base 10 K2 minus log base 10 K1 is equal to minus EA upon 2.303 RT2 plus EA upon 2.303 RT1. This can further be given as log base 10 K2 upon K1 is equal to EA upon 2.303 R 1 upon T1 minus 1 upon T2. So this can be given as log base 10 K2 upon K1 is equal to EA upon 2.303 R T2 minus T1 upon T1 T2. So this clearly suggests that the rate constant at higher temperature, I mean T2, is K2, and at T1 it's K1. So one can calculate the rate constant at any temperature if K1 or K2, whatever is known. So this is the temperature variation and Arrhenius equation. Thank you very much.